Hi! Wait, I have insufficient merch for a college video. Give me a second. There we go. So, the first thing anyone asks me when they ask me for college advice is about my stats. It's always the stats. And that includes the ACT, the SAT, APs, writing, subject tests, and if you're an international student, TOEFL, IELTS, IB, oh my god, it goes on and on and on. There's so many tests. Well, here we are today to spill the tea about all of my stats and scores for my college application. Hi, so a note from when I'm editing. Turns out I recorded that entire video in wide. So, enjoy extra lanky, extra stretchy, extra wavy me, I guess. Back to the video. So first up, stop. Stats are not everything. Do not compare yourself to another applicant only based on stats. Everyone has a unique story, and every school is so different. And there's no minimum statistic for anything. The application process is holistic. You have essays, extracurriculars, random activities, and straight up luck. Among many other things. To learn more about some of the other factors, we have other videos on this channel that you can check out. Don't forget to subscribe because we're gonna keep putting these videos through, and comment below what else you'd like to see. Because between the Ivys, the UCs, Caltech, Hopkins, Duke, and lots of other colleges, the two of us have got you covered. We're here to see you talk about your stats, right? Right. Anyway, getting back to the point, my stats. So let's start off with the big one, the ACT or the SAT. So I got 35.
Is that a good score? What does that mean? What is a good score?
Well, that depends. You should look at the quartile ranges for the colleges that you're applying to. Every college has their own list of top 25% and bottom 25% scores. Brown, for example, has an ACT range from 31 to 35. Harvard's is 32 to 35. Cornell's is 31 to 34. And Caltech's is 34 to 35. If you're in the middle or on top of those segments for the colleges you're applying to, you're probably doing great.
So, is that lower number a cutoff or a minimum requirement for the college then?
Absolutely not. Do not worry about your ACT or SAT scores. If there's one thing I've learned in this process, it's that people with perfect scores get rejected and people with seemingly low scores get in. There's so many other factors at play here. So the most important thing is to not overstress and lead down a mental health rabbit hole with the ACT or the SAT. Next up, APs. So even though I was in the IB program, I decided to do some AP tests as well. In IB, you can only take 6 subjects and only 2 of them can be sciences. Since I was going to be applying for engineering and maybe even pre-med, I decided I'd want to have all 3 sciences on my resume. So I took biology and physics in high school, and I took chemistry as an AP after the end of my sophomore year. Along with chemistry, I also self-studied for the AP World History test. I did this completely out of interest, and this is not something that you need to do if you're also taking the IB. I worked super hard and self-studied for both of them and managed to get 5s. Additionally, I also did the AP physics tests. Even though I had physics in high school, IB physics does not include calculus, and I felt like that was a really important part of the physics material I was trying to learn. So I decided to do the AP Physics C tests because they included calculus in their physics syllabus, allowing me to get a more in-depth understanding of a subject that I really liked. I did Physics 1 and 2 as well, because I felt like the AP system really led on from Physics 1 to Physics 2 to Physics C, and studying for Physics 1 and Physics 2 really helped me prepare for Physics C, which was super important because I was self-studying. And because I did this entire integrated AP path, I managed to work hard over the summer and get 5s.
Oh, so should we be doing APs instead of IB then? Should we do both just to be safe?
No, absolutely not. I did the APs by choice and by choice only. If you are enrolled in a school that offers IB or A levels or any other board for your junior and senior years, you have no requirement to take AP tests. Do whatever feels comfortable and right for your learning experience. Next up, SAT subject tests. I've always felt like the ACT and the SAT only really test you on your ability to take the ACT or the SAT. They're kinda useless otherwise, and you probably feel the same way. SAT subject tests felt a little bit more focused and subject related to me. So, as I said, I had done AP Chemistry and AP World History at the end of my sophomore year. So I decided to do the SAT subject tests for World History and Chemistry along with them because I'd already engaged with the subject matter so thoroughly for the APs, and it would only be a minor addition for me to move from the AP syllabus to the SAT subject syllabus. Because I'd already been engaging with the material so much for the AP tests, I managed to get 800s in both of those exams. In IB, however, my higher level subjects were math, physics, and biology. And because I studied them in such great depth thanks to the IB program, I decided to do the SAT subject tests for them as well, because it wouldn't really be too much of an extension as to the knowledge I was supposed to learn anyway. I gave them throughout the end of my junior year and the beginning of my senior year. I thought this was a really good time because it left me ample space from the summer between junior year and senior year all the way to the winter of senior year to focus only on my college applications and no standardized testing at all. Because of the preparation I got from the IB program, as well as some excellent study resources that I'll talk about in another video, I managed to get an 800 on all 3 of these tests.
Hold up. You did 5? Why? Do you need 5? Should I do 5 too?
So, as far as I know, most colleges only require 2 and in very few cases 3 SAT subject tests. For most people, I think that's enough, and 3 is probably more than enough. The only reason I did more than that was because my counselor recommended I do the chemistry test in case I apply for a medical program where chemistry is very important. And because I was engaging with the subject matter already through high school in the IB program or through my AP tests. So moving to the SAT subject test was not much of an extension or bother for me. Right, so that about wraps it up for the major stats when you're applying to college. Unless you're an international student, in which case you probably need to deal with the TOEFL or the IELTS or, God forbid, IB. My biggest takeaway advice from this entire experience is that your story should be your story, and your high school life is your high school life. And because of that, your application will be your application. Don't go around the internet comparing your stats with somebody else's. In fact, don't even compare them to mine or to your peers. Everybody is unique, and everyone's application will reflect a very unique person in that sense. Because of that, stats are a very small player in the overall scheme of things. You have your extracurriculars, your essays, your activities, high school, and so much more. So don't stress. For more videos about college, science, math, a dog, whatever you want, subscribe to the channel right down below. Don't forget to hit that like button, ding that bell icon so that you stay up to date on more videos that we put through, and tell us what else you'd like to see in the comments down below. Thanks for watching, have a great day, and best of luck with your college application.